Hey, it's Hayden, and in this quick video, I want to show you how to set up your first Twitter account for the team fan strategy. So the goal of this training is for you to set up your Twitter profile, similar to the one across to the right, to expose sports fans to your game download link. And in a later training series, we will learn hands-free ways to drive sports fans to your profile. So what do you need for this step? Well, the very first thing you need is a Twitter account/accounts from www.twitter.com. Second thing you're going to need is a good call to action with your game download link for your Twitter bio area. Thirdly, you'll need a good cover image that either relates to the team that you're going for or the sport in general. So if it was the Steelers, you'd use perhaps a Steelers image in your headed image there, or perhaps you'd use something like an NFL ball or a playfield. Okay. Fourth thing is you're going to need an image of yourself or something sporty for your profile photo. So step one, like I said before, go to twitter.com, and I'm going to give you some quick tips here. Try to use the team name in your username. For example, if you're going for the Steelers fans, then your Twitter account might be Steelers Magic, okay? And if you're going for the Chicago Bulls, it might be something like Mega Bulls Fan. The point of this is you want to develop a bit of rapport with those fans so that when you follow them and they're looking at their notifications and they see something with the name of their favorite team in there, it catches their eye and it develops a bit of extra trust. So they hover over your profile and up pops your ad and potentially has them clicking through to become a player. Okay, so we want to stack the odds in our favor, and so just by including the name of the team as close as possible, you're going to add some extra firepower to what you're doing. Secondly, next tip is how to use the same Gmail to sign up for multiple Twitter accounts. You know, I've been asked probably 100 times, probably 2,000 times, I've forgotten now, but Hayden, do I have to have a brand new email address for every Twitter account that I open up? And the answer is no, you don't. The way you get around it is you designate a one Gmail account for all of your Twitter accounts. And the way it works is, let's say your fees of illustration, let's say your Gmail account was bob@gmail.com, and you opened up a Cowboys fan Twitter account. And what you do is when you're signing up for that Cowboys fan Twitter account, you do something like this. You go Bob, and you put a plus sign between Bob and between the @ sign. So Bob and @ you put a plus in there, and then you put a word. So if we're going to be opening up a Cowboys related fan Twitter account, it just makes sense to use Cowboys as the word for ease of memory later on. So you'd go Bob plus Cowboys, and then when you sign up for Twitter, Twitter sees this as a brand new unique email, but all the notifications will go through to your original one. So you don't have to set up another email, just use the same one. Likewise, if you were opening up a Steelers fan Twitter account, then you'd use Bob plus Steelers@gmail.com. And Twitter sees that as a brand new, totally unique email, but all the notifications, etc., come through to bob@gmail.com. So that's a really great trick. Make use of it. It's very, very powerful. All right, next thing, you need a good call to action with your game download link for your Twitter bio area. Now, you can base your bio off mine across the right, but I'm sure you could do a lot better. Now, this is the bio area that I talk about. And so what you do is you put your blurb in there and try and put the hashtag for the team in there as well, because it just makes it easier to search when people are looking for information. And if it gets you extra players just by adding that hashtag, then it's well worth doing. And then you have to make sure that you put your link, your game download link, in the blurb area, okay? Now, I've got Ninja Game app in there. It doesn't go anywhere at the moment, but as soon as we get our download links, I'm going to redirect this domain to our game download link. Why am I going to do that? Because it just looks more professional. I recommend you do this. I mean, to get a domain costs you about $10. If you go to namecheap.com, you can pick up a name for about $10, and then it just looks ultra professional. Then, in my case, I'm going to have Ninja Game app t-shirts. I'm going to have Ninja Game app.com caps, and I'm going to brand the crap out of it, basically brand the crap out of this Ninja Game app, and so that a person can't walk down the street without seeing the stuff all over me. And then hopefully they go to their phone, they sign up, and I get some extra players from it. So that's the rationale for that. All right, I've covered the pro tip there, so we've talked about that. So the next one is having a good cover image, either relating to the team or to the sport in general. So my homeboy here, Ricky, he's a Steelers fan. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and I've gone to Google Images and I've put in Steelers background or Steelers wallpaper. And then when I found a good one, what I did is I saved it to my computer and then I uploaded it to Twitter. And I'll show you quickly how to do that in about 2 minutes. So if you're not that happy or you're a little bit scared about using Steelers or NFL or whatever sports team's branded images, then you can just go for something generic like, say, a ball or a play field or something like that. So this is what I did in this case. I just grabbed an image of an NFL ball, right, and threw that in there. So you could use that for any team that is involved in the NFL. So that's that. Let's jump into Twitter really quickly, and I'll run you through how to set those things up. It takes you a couple of minutes, okay? So here we are inside Ricky's Twitter account. Okay, so if I want to edit any of these features, so what I want to do is to get to this page where I can edit stuff, you want to click on your little icon up here beside the tweet button. You click on that and you go View Profile. Okay, so that brings you to this page, and then you'll see this Edit Profile button here. Click on that, and when you click on that, you see that you can change your header photo. So all you do is click on that, and then you can upload the photo that you've saved in the previous step. Likewise, you can add your own photo there, or a photo of a ball, or like in this case, I've just added a penguin. Why? Because the colors are very similar to the Steelers colors. That's the only reason why. You whap your name in there, and this is that blurb area I was telling you about, where you put in your call to action and your hashtag for the team, and then the link that goes, this would be the link for the game download. So in my case, I'm going to be redirecting it via this domain name here. Then you put in your location. So the Steelers are based out of Pittsburgh. So, I'm doing a bit of a cheat here. I'm using Pittsburgh, Philadelphia as my location. And then I just grab the same link and put it in there. I changed the color. I think the default color is a light blue. I like to be a bit original, so I just made it red. But you can do it if you like. All right. So once you've done that, you click on Save, and you are done. So that's that. So if you have any questions, you know where to reach out to me, but I think that is pretty self-explanatory. Oh, let me give you one more tip. This is really cool. I want you to go here, click on the little guy up here, go on Settings, and then go to Email notifications. And I've got it turned on. What's going to happen is I'm going to get as soon as I start following people or people mention me or do whatever, I'm going to get a whole slew of emails come through, and I don't want those, right? So I want you to imagine that you've just opened up your account. You're going to see this. Email is enabled, and I'm going to get notifications for all these things, and it can blow up your Twitter account, blow up your email, and you don't want that. So what I do is I just click on Turn Off, and then I get none of that stuff, and I really recommend you do that, all right? So that's the last tip for Twitter. If you have any questions, you know where to find me on Facebook, or you can send through a support ticket in the back office of Stage.com. Thanks a lot.